A global internet outage has hit today, November the 18th, 2025. So if you've had no issues today, congratulations. However, if you've been having issues today, you're not alone. Take a look at the latest headlines coming out today, and we're still getting more information pouring in. I'm going to share with you what we currently have, but they're saying they're still working on this as we speak right now, live at 12:07 Central Standard Time, November 18th, 2025. Major global internet outage hits top websites and apps. Internal server errors being reported. Cloudflare outage, live updates. A huge chunk of the internet goes down. Cloudflare is currently experiencing a global network outage. Here's the latest updates. You can see this coming out just 19 minutes ago. Cloudflare outage hints at nefarious traffic spikes. So if you're somebody that's suspecting that this is, the workings of hackers or something nefarious going on, you could be right here, as this report says. The service impact spreads. X, McDonald's goes down. Company issues. Statement amidst chaos. Cloudflare claims unusual traffic spike at the source of the outage. Now, in addition to that, take a look at this. Cloudflare down. What we know about the outage so far. Here we go again. Now you can see this coming out just a little while ago, and take a look here. Massive internet outage as X, Facebook, and more popular sites down for people worldwide. Parts of the internet have just stopped working today. Cloudflare outage impacts thousands, disrupts transit systems, ChatGPT, X, and more. We're going to be going through the entire list. And just to clarify, this is not just in the United States. We're hearing this is around the entire world. Take a look here. Massive network outages. Websites go down in Ukraine and worldwide. What is the reason? Due to a Cloudflare outage, many internet services and websites in Ukraine and worldwide experienced problems on Tuesday, November the 18th, today. And we're going to be going through the list with you, a list of the sites that are down after a massive internet outage impacts X and other websites, so that way you can see all the different places. And they're saying this is huge. This is global, worldwide. X, Facebook, Amazon, ChatGPT. I'm going to go through the list with you, but they're saying if you've been experiencing issues with various apps or trying to get on the internet to certain sites, it is hitting globally, not just the United States. And they're saying they believe this is a nefarious actor. So we're going to see. I'm going to dive into the details. Like I said, actually live feeds currently pouring in right now. So we'll see if there's any updates while we're live. But I'm going to get you caught up on the latest, so you know exactly what is going on. Now, before we dive in, if you appreciate the updates, do me a quick favor. Take a second, hit the thumbs up like button. If you appreciate the live news pouring in. As you know, I cite the sources, put it on the screen, read right from it. I'm going to hyperlink all these articles in the description, so that way you can see them for yourself. Again, if you appreciate that, just take a quick second, hit the thumbs up like button. And to stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button? Pretty much doing daily updates right now, keeping you up to speed on everything. So that really helps out the channel a ton. And also a lot of people saying that we could be looking at more cyber attacks, issues, things going down. If you want to be prepared, I've got a list of things down below in the comments, or in the description. Just Amazon links to various items that you can buy to get prepared, have things ready. Can you imagine if your Google Maps goes out? Would you be able to get from one place to another? Do you have paper maps ready? Do you have batteries ready? Do you have EMP-proof fabric materials to protect your devices? Various things like that that people might just want to have ready just in case we see something chaotic unfold. Let us pray that it doesn't. And I know that we have a praying community here on the channel, so also drop a praying hands as well if you're a praying individual. And also keep an eye out for the new channel coming in 2026. We're going to be launching the Holy Bible KJV, Steve Ram, Monica Ram. My wife and I are reading the Bible right now, creating a free audio Bible that will be on YouTube. I'll add a link to that in the comments as well. But let's go ahead and get right to it so you can see the latest coming out, you guys, on what is going on. So take a look here. A major global internet outage hits top websites and apps. New Delhi, November the 18th, a massive global internet outage caused widespread disruptions, leaving thousands of users unable to access several major websites and internet applications, including X, OpenAI, ChatGPT, and the services powered by Cloudflare. And like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the entire list here for you in just a second. The disruption severely impacted numerous high-profile services globally, including users in India. So again, this is New Delhi. I've got various global websites coming out on this because this is not just for the United States. We're hearing that this is being reported all over the world right now. Thousands of users were unable to load posts and their main feeds on X. Similarly, ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Canva could not be accessed. The outage is believed to have originated from Cloudflare, a web security firm whose services act as a crucial buffer between websites and end users, protecting sites from traffic-based attacks. Hundreds of thousands of companies worldwide utilize Cloudflare software. Now, what we're currently hearing is that that exact attack happened on Cloudflare. And Down Detector, which lets you know when things are down, they're saying that that has been hit as well. So we can't even tell right now what is going on. They're saying that they're just releasing reports that at this time, you're going to see it here in just a second, that they believe that they are starting to get people back up, but they're trying to figure out what is going on. Cloudflare acknowledged and investigated the issue, confirming that multiple customers were impacted. In an update provided on its status page, the company stated, "We are seeing services recover, but customers may continue to observe higher than normal error rates as we continue remediation efforts." So again, that is currently what we have so far. So right now, like I said, if you have been having no issues, congratulations. Now, if you are having issues, you are not alone. Take a look at this. Updated 36 minutes ago, Cloudflare outage. Live updates. Huge chunk of internet goes down. Cloudflare is currently experiencing a global network outage. Here's the latest updates. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this Cloudflare. The global cloud network operating multiple websites on the internet is currently down. Now, it's affecting multiple platforms, including social media site X, ChatGPT, and more. Currently, most platforms are struggling to be accessed, similar to the recent AWS outage that saw multiple websites go down. This outage is now causing problems with multiple sites across the internet. According to Cloudflare, it is investigating an issue which impacts multiple customers. Widespread 500 errors. Cloudflare dashboard and API also failing. So, if you're seeing errors while opening websites, you are not alone. Here are the latest updates on the outages, what's happening right now. You can see updates from Cloudflare coming out just minutes ago. Cloudflare latest update says that the service is fully back to normal. Cloudflare services are currently operating normally. We are no longer observing elevated errors or latency across the network. Now, our engineer team continues to closely monitor the platform and perform a deeper investigation into the earlier disruptions, but no configuration changes are being made at this time. At this time, it is considered safe to re-enable any Cloudflare services that were temporarily disabled during the incident. We will provide a final update once our investigation is completed. Man, and like I said, we're going to go through the list of them, but take a look at this. Uber and Uber Eats appeared to be suffering from some sort of outage. It's likely that the impact was related to the ongoing Cloudflare issue. However, just in case it's not, we're tracking Uber outages as well. Man, this is impacting tons of different apps, different programs. We're hearing that across the world, there are issues that are currently going on. In fact, let's see, I heard that Down Detector itself was out for a little bit. Cloudflare is still working through several globally and clearing remaining errors and latency, and the rest of the cleanup may have to do with Spotify. As spotted on Down Detector, Spotify is still seeing many outages reported, 479 right now, although that's dipping and it will continue to. So hopefully more users will start being able to listen to tunes via Spotify. So this is the live feed coming in right now, and they're saying that at this moment, as of about 10 minutes ago, that they have everything hopefully back to normal here, but they are also saying that they're still investigating what is going on. Now, here's another one of the live feeds. You can see here it says Cloudflare outage hints at nefarious traffic spike. Let me know your thoughts. Did somebody do a global hack? If you think so, put yes. If you think no, there was just some sort of error or malfunction, put no. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. But it says a traffic spike, a nefarious traffic spike as service impact spreads. McDonald's go down. Company issues statement amidst chaos. Cloudflare claims unusual traffic spike is the source of the outage. This updated 29 minutes ago. In the last few minutes, Cloudflare has confirmed that it is aware of a major issue affecting its global networks, which is causing widespread internet outages ranging from platforms like X, ChatGPT, and ironically, Down Detector itself. Now, a wave of other websites and services are also experiencing outages at this time. Now, the latest Cloudflare update, we continue to see errors drop as we work through services globally and clearing remaining errors and latency. Looks like this one is winding up, folks, with most errors and disruptions now cleared. You can see that that came out just a little while ago as well. And as I mentioned, they are now saying everything is back to normal. However, they're still investigating to see what is going on. Here's another one, Cloudflare down. Here's what we know about the outage so far. Updated today, November the 18th, we're seeing that this had hit 11:33 Eastern Standard Time, so about 2 hours ago. Cloudflare confirmed that it had fully resolved the issue causing outages on Tuesday. This morning's Cloudflare outage caused widespread errors across popular services, apps, and websites. The company wrote in an emailed statement to Mashable that the outages stemmed from a crash in a software system that handles traffic. Now, while adding that there was no evidence that it was caused by malicious activity. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, do you think that this was nefarious, malicious hackers? If so, put yes. If you think no, put no. Here we have Cloudflare saying they were not hacked. But on the other hand, we have some saying that they believe that it was a nefarious, it seemed like traffic overload, unusual activity. Now, we've also heard this before as well, that a lot of times when these companies are hacked or they have issues, that regardless of whether they were or not, they're going to come out and say that there is just some sort of service error because they don't want anybody to get upset. They don't want people to get concerned. And then later on, it might come out that it actually was a hack. So let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Is this a hack? Yes. Or is this just a service error? If you think it's just a service error, put no. Let me know your thoughts. Many of Cloudflare's services experienced a significant outage today beginning at 11:20 UTC. It was fully resolved by 14:30 UTC. The root cause of the outage was a configuration file that is automatically generated to manage threat traffic. The file grew beyond an expected size of entries and triggered a crash in the software system that handles traffic for a number of Cloudflare's services. To be clear, there is no evidence that this was the result of an attack or caused by malicious activity. We expect that some Cloudflare services will be briefly degraded as traffic naturally spikes post-incident, but we expect all services to return to normal in the next few hours. A detailed explanation will be posted soon on blog.cloudflare.com. Given the importance of Cloudflare services, any outage is unacceptable. We apologize to our customers and to the internet in general for letting you down today. We will learn from today's incident and improve. That is the statement that came out. So again, this was a global outage that hit. We're hearing that Ukraine, India, the United States, all around the world, Australia, there have been outages due to the Cloudflare issue. Here's another update that had come out Tuesday, November the 18th, 10:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It appeared that Cloudflare's issues were nearing a full resolution on Tuesday. A fix has been implemented, and we believe the incident is now resolved. Read a recent status update from the company. We are continuing to monitor for errors to ensure that all services are back to normal. Users reported issues on Down Detector. It did appear to quickly be quickly falling off. Disclosure, Down Detector is owned by Ziff Davis, the same parent company as Mashables. We heard Down Detector itself was having issues. The company noted in a more recent update that the Cloudflare users may still be experiencing login issues, but that it is working on a fix. So we're hearing that, again, there was an assortment of different places that were hit as a result of this. And let's take a look at this one. It says a massive internet outage as X Facebook, more popular sites, down for people worldwide. Parts of the internet just stopped working. A number of websites are intermittently down amid a technical issue with content delivery network Cloudflare. Many users who trying to access the likes of X, Facebook, and Bet365 have temporarily been unable to do so. Even track site Down Detector was down this morning, November the 18th, 2025. It comes after a third of the internet who rely on Amazon website services were experiencing issues at pretty much the same time last month. Earlier on, Cloudflare said that they were aware of the issue as affected users were met with an internal service error on Cloudflare's network message. It also asked users to please try again in a few minutes. Cloudflare is aware of and investigating an issue with its potentially impacted multiple customers. The company said that as many of the websites appear to be back up and then going back down. So some of them going up and then going back down. Further detail will be provided as more information becomes available. In an update, the network said that they are seeing services recover, but customers may continue to observe higher than normal error rates as we continue remediation efforts. We are continuing to investigate this issue, they said. Internet users have been taking to Reddit to vent their frustrations. As one person wrote, Cloudflare down, Twitter, etc. is not working. I got the same issue here, another person replied. While a third added, I came here specifically to see if this was the case, laughing out loud. I never realized just how much stuff uses Cloudflare until things are down. I wonder what caused it. And again, let me know your thoughts. What was the cause of this? Do you think it was a hack? Do you think it was an error? Put hack or error in the comments. And if you haven't done so yet, take a second. Please hit that like button for me. Helps out the live stream while we're on. Now, well, the company also noted that responses on customers' inquiries are not affected. The customers can still reach us via live chat, business and enterprise, through the Cloudflare dashboard, or via the emergency telephone line enterprise. We are working alongside our third-party providers to understand the full impact and mitigate this problem, they said. Cloudflare says that they are trusted by millions of organizations around the world and are focused on blocking billions of threats online for its customers every single day. In a press release from last year, the company said about 20% of the web runs through Cloudflare's network. In addition to internet properties like mobile apps, APIs, AI workflows, and corporate networks, Cloudflare has millions of customers, of which more than 221,000 are paying customers, including 35% of the Fortune 500 companies, they wrote. The company noted that they blocked, on average, 165 billion cyber threats per day. Wow, that is a lot of cyber threats right there. Now, we can also, as I mentioned, see transit systems being disrupted, as well as Cloudflare outage impacts thousands. Transit systems, ChatGPT, X, and more disrupted. A widely used internet infrastructure company said that it has largely resolved an issue that led to outages impacting users of everything from ChatGPT and online gaming, League of Legends, to the New Jersey transit system early Tuesday. So again, we had heard the warnings about hacks coming from other nations against the United States, disrupting our critical infrastructure systems, and transportation was one of those. We also heard water systems, electrical grids, an assortment of different things that could be hit and disrupted here in the United States to wreak havoc on the people of the United States. Let me know your thoughts. Are you concerned about potential hacks hitting U.S. critical infrastructure systems? We had heard these warnings coming out from FBI Director Christopher Wray in the past couple of years, warning specifically about China and potential attacks coming as they prepare for war against Taiwan. Let me know, are you concerned about critical infrastructure hacks against the U.S.? If so, put yes in the comments. If no, put no. Now, at 10:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Cloudflare said that its engineers were still mitigating some lingering issues after they posted a fix for the outage, but that they were continuing to monitor for any further problems. Others platforms that experienced outages Tuesday include the social media site X, Shopify, Dropbox, Coinbase, and the Moody's credit rating service. Moody's website displayed an error code 500 and instructed individuals to visit Cloudflare's website for more information. New Jersey Transit said parts of its digital services, including njtransit.com, may be temporarily unavailable or slow to load. And New York City Emergency Management said that there are reports that city services are being impacted by the outage as well. The city is continuing to monitor for disruptions. Cloudflare, based in the San Francisco, works behind the scenes to make the internet faster and safer. But when problems flare up, it results in massive digital gridlock for internet users, cybersecurity expert Mike Chappell said. Now, while most people think there's a direct line between their digital device and a website, what actually happens is that the companies like Cloudflare sit in the middle of those connections. Cloudflare is a content delivery network that takes content from 20% of the world's websites and mirrors them on thousands of servers worldwide, said Chappell, an information technology professor at the University of Notre Dame's Mendoza College of Business. When you access a website protected by Cloudflare, your computer doesn't connect directly to that site. Instead, it connects to the nearest Cloudflare server, which might be very close to your home. That protects the website from a flood of traffic, and it provides you with a faster response. It's a win-win for everybody until it fails. And 20% of the internet goes down at the same time. Last month, Microsoft had to deploy a fix to address an outage of their Azure cloud portal that left users unable to access Office 365, Minecraft, and other services. Now, the tech company wrote on its Azure status page that a configuration change to its Azure infrastructure caused the outage. And Amazon experienced a massive outage of its cloud computing service in October. The company resolved the issue, but the outage took down a broad range of online services, including social media, gaming, food delivery, streaming, and financial platforms. So, man, we're hearing that these are major. And like I said, this is happening in India. This is happening in Ukraine. This is happening in the United States. We're seeing this take place all over. Many internet services and websites in Ukraine and worldwide experienced problems on Tuesday, November the 18th. The reason is a failure in Cloudflare, one of the largest CDN and cloud security providers, reported UNN. Due to a Cloudflare outage, one of the largest intermediaries companies providing content delivery network and cloud security services, hundreds of internet resources and websites were down for some time. In particular, problems were observed in the operations of Telegram, Twitter, Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Stream, Instagram, Discord, Grok, etc. So again, I actually had people tell me in the chat just a little while ago that YouTube was having issues as well. So if you're watching this right now, congratulations, and it looks like they're getting things back on track, but we're hearing there was massive disruptions today, November the 18th, 2025. Cloudflare outages also affected the Down Detector service. It is usually used to check which services are currently unavailable. Later, Cloudflare officially acknowledged the problem. They promised to resolve the issue and provide relevant information as soon as possible. The outage also affected the work of Ukrainian media, including the editorial office of UNN. Now, what is Cloudflare? Cloudflare is an American company, one of the world's largest providers of content delivery network or CDN services, cybersecurity, DDoS attack protection, reverse proxy services, and other services to improve website performance and security. This company has existed since 2009. The main principle of Cloudflare's operation is the use of a global network of services located in more than 330 cities around the world. For example, when a user opens a website that uses Cloudflare, their request goes through the nearest Cloudflare server. The latter caches the content and delivers it faster to the original website server. Cloudflare's data centers are present in many countries around the world, including Ukraine. So, global outages happening. And let's take a list of all of the sites so that way you can see where these hits took place. List of the sites down after a massive internet outage impacts X and other sites. Large portions of the internet are currently offline. Here's a list of the websites which are currently down due to a technical issue with Cloudflare, which has knocked large portions of the internet offline. earlier today, November the 18th, 2025, users trying to access websites and social media platforms were met by error messages after a technical issue at Cloudflare. A web infrastructure provider meant the sites became unavailable. Cloudflare has since been desperately attempting to get its services back online, saying that they are aware of the internal service errors of the network. Now, the company added that they were currently investigating the cause of the issue and are working on restoring service for application service customers. Meanwhile, internet users looking to access sites such as X, Bet365, and more have been met by a message which informs them of an internet service error. So, which websites have been impacted by Cloudflare outages? Let's take a look at the list here. In the latest update of the situation, Cloudflare says that they were working on restoring service for application service customers. However, some users are continuing to report issues with certain platforms per Down Detector. At the time of this writing, following websites are now loading for users: X, OpenAI or ChatGPT, Bet365, Coinbase, Archive of Our Own, Authy, a two-factor authentication platform, Canva, Spotify, Letterboxd, Sage, Perplexity AI, IKEA, several other websites including Quora, Discord, Grindr, League of Legends, and Google Gemini have also reported issues earlier in the day. Sites which users currently are reporting issues with, either the website or the app, Down Detector, and you can see right here the various apps. What is Cloudflare? Prior to today, most of us are unlikely to have ever even heard of Cloudflare, an integral part of internet which is built to operate silently while we go about our daily browsing. However, today's debacle will have left several people wondering what Cloudflare actually is and why a technical issue has caused so much disruption. Put simply, Cloudflare is a web infrastructure provider which hosts numerous websites for users, as well as helping websites load efficiently. The New York Times stated that Cloudflare is also responsible for helping sites fight off cyber attacks. Has this ever happened before? While it may be the first time most of us have ever heard of this company, Cloudflare, it's likely you'll remember the outages at Amazon Web Services last month, which caused sites such as Snapchat, MyFitnessPal, and Amazon, and several more to stop working. The company later confirmed the mass outage was caused by a bug in the platform's domain name system or DNS management system, with the issue stemming from an empty DNS record at the platform's US East 1 data center region. So, man, there you have it, you guys. We are seeing mass outages around the world today as a result of Cloudflare going down. X, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, several different platforms being impacted, Facebook. So if you've had issues today, you are not alone. If you haven't had any issues, congratulations. We're hearing the majority of the world right now has been hit with these error messages coming from Cloudflare services. So, man, let me know your thoughts. Now, at this time, there are some that are saying that this is nefarious over trafficking that has poured in, and that this could be something, as they said, nefarious. Yet at the same time, those that are saying, no, it is not. So you can see this one right here saying Cloudflare outage hints at nefarious traffic spike as service impacts spread. X, McDonald's goes down, company issues statements amid the chaos. Unusual traffic spikes, Cloudflare claims, is the source of the outages. Yet they are also saying, but it is not a hack. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is a hack or an error? Let me know your thoughts down below. Now, in addition to that, we're going to be seeing if they release any more information. If they do, I'll be sure to report it here on the channel so that way you know exactly what is going on. Also, if you missed my video yesterday, more updates on those $2,000 checks that Donald Trump is saying you're going to be getting. He let us know yesterday when you can expect to see those hit. However, it still has to go through Congress. So we're going to see if we're going to get $2,000 tariff dividend checks. In addition to that, there's conflict going on around the world, and there is just a lot taking place right now. And we have the internet going down too. I'll keep you up to speed on everything. Cite all the sources, put it on the screen, read right from it, hyperlink it down below so you can see the dates, where it's coming from, and know and rest assured that this is the latest. If you appreciate that, do me a favor if you haven't done so yet. Hit the like button, subscribe to stay up to date. It's totally free. Resources down below, and also that new YouTube channel coming out soon if you're interested in hearing the Bible in my voice. So not just the news, but also the Bible coming to you from Steve Ram. So be sure to join that. I'll put a link for you down below. And also, I see people saying it's China. Let me know. Do you think it's China? Do you think it's Russia, North Korea? Do you think it's an internal hacking group from the US? Let me know your thoughts. Who is doing this? Or do you think it's just an error? Let me know your thoughts down below. But like I said, as more information comes out, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel so that way you can get the latest information. But that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.